Hello there. Feeling overwhelmed by stress and searching for ways to maintain your composure when things seem to spiral? You've come to the perfect spot. Today, we're exploring 7 effective stress relief strategies that promise to help you master your stress and instantly bring a sense of calm. Stress is a common part of life. It lurks in the emails we can't ignore, the constant flow of news updates, and the myriad expectations tugging us in every direction. It's unyielding. It seems no matter how much we accomplish, there's always more piling up. But consider this. Stress itself isn't the real issue. It's how we respond to it that counts. Today, we're delving into approaches rooted in Stoicism. More than just quick fixes, Stoicism provides a profound shift in mindset, altering how we engage with stress. You don't have to spend hours in meditation or overhaul your entire life. Minor adjustments in your thinking and behavior can lead to significant impacts. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more insights on achieving your best self. Ready to regain command? Let's dive in. Concentrate solely on what's within your power. Begin now. Focus solely on what you can control. Stress tends to pull us towards what's uncontrollable, worrying about potential outcomes, others' opinions, or future scenarios. It's draining, isn't it? The Stoics taught that obsessing over external factors is a major source of distress. There's an easy escape route. Focus only on what you can control. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, put it succinctly: some aspects are within our control, while others are not. Your thoughts, actions, and decisions are yours to manage. The opinions of others, the weather, or the economy are beyond your reach. Learning to distinguish between these can save you from expending energy on the unchangeable. Imagine you're caught in a storm. You can't stop the rain, but you can choose to carry an umbrella. Focusing on what you can control provides similar protection from life's turmoil. Start by creating 2 lists. What's under my control? For instance, my attitude, my efforts, my priorities. What's out of my control, such as other people's reactions, past errors? When stress begins to mount, consult these lists to steer your thoughts. Ask yourself, am I investing my energy in something I can affect, or am I fixated on what's beyond my influence? This straightforward method can redirect your focus during overwhelming times. And keep this mantra handy: I let go of what I cannot control. Chant it when you feel your thoughts spiraling. You'll notice a release in tension as you refocus on what's within your power. View stress as an opportunity. Stress often appears as a barrier, an insurmountable force that blocks your path to tranquility. It can feel crushing, as if life is bombarding you with too much all at once. However, stress need not be your adversary. With the right perspective, it can evolve into your greatest mentor. Marcus Aurelius, a venerated Stoic philosopher, wrote, "An obstacle in action is an advance in action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Essentially, the very challenges we face can forge us, enhancing our strength, intelligence, and resilience. It's not the existence of stress that is detrimental, it's our interpretation of it. Consider stress akin to physical exercise. Lifting a heavy weight might seem daunting at first. Your muscles ache and the desire to quit looms. Yet, over time, that resistance builds your strength. The same applies to your mental and emotional capacities. When approached correctly, stress can become a means to develop inner fortitude and resilience. It's a tough process, but undoubtedly rewarding. Start reframing stress by asking yourself, what is this situation teaching me? Instead of resisting the pressure, lean into it and discover the benefits of the experience. For instance, if work feels overwhelming, perhaps it's a chance to enhance your time management skills or establish healthier boundaries. If a relationship is strained, it might be an opportunity to practice patience or improve communication skills. If unexpected challenges arise, they may be teaching you to adapt and remain composed amid uncertainty. Viewing stress as an educator diminishes its power to overwhelm. It transforms into a guide in your journey of growth, a challenge to navigate, not fear. Here are some practical ways to adjust your mindset when dealing with stress. Maintain a stress journal. At the close of each day, note down a stressful event and reflect. What happened? How did I react? What did I learn? Over time, you'll start to recognize patterns and see how stress has nudged you towards positive changes. Try to find a silver lining in every stressful situation. If a project deadline seems daunting, concentrate on how it's honing your ability to handle pressure and sparking your creativity. Employ affirmations like, "Stress is my proving ground," or "Every challenge fortifies me." These phrases act as reminders when life feels overwhelming. In moments of intense stress, take a moment to step back and ponder, will this matter in a year? This question often provides perspective, showing that most challenges are temporary. When you begin to view stress as an opportunity, life's hurdles become less daunting. You transform from a victim of circumstances into an active participant in your own development. Marcus Aurelius believed that every difficulty serves a purpose, and by embracing this mindset, you uncover strengths you didn't realize you possessed. The next time you encounter stress, pause and ask yourself, how is this helping me evolve into the person I am meant to be? You might be surprised by the insight you gain. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Modern life has conditioned us to seek comfort constantly. We're surrounded by conveniences like instant food, climate-controlled environments, and endless entertainment at our fingertips. While these amenities simplify our lives, they also make us more susceptible to discomfort. When stress or discomfort arises, it feels intolerable. The Stoics recognized this and advocated a counterintuitive approach: deliberately embrace discomfort. Seneca, a pragmatic Stoic philosopher, suggested setting aside days to live with minimal and basic necessities, telling yourself, "Is this the condition I feared?" By willingly stepping into discomfort, we build resilience and discover that our fears are often exaggerated. Consider stress as a tempest. If you've never faced severe weather, your first storm might catch you off guard, leaving you anxious and unprepared. However, if you've practiced enduring the elements by camping outdoors or navigating rough terrain, you'll know how to remain composed and tackle the situation. Voluntary discomfort operates similarly. It conditions your mind for challenges by exposing it to controlled doses of difficulty. This method isn't about self-punishment or leading a deprived life. It's about fortifying your inner resolve so that when unexpected stress strikes, you're already equipped with the mental strength to handle it. You can start practicing this by attempting fasting. Skip meals occasionally and observe how your body and mind react. You'll find that hunger is less daunting than it appears, and this realization builds mental toughness. Opt for a cold shower or turn off the heating for a day. Although uncomfortable, these actions train your mind to remain calm in adverse conditions. Spend a day disconnected from your phone, social media, and streaming services. It may feel odd initially, but it teaches you to find serenity in stillness. Challenge yourself with activities like running, hiking, or yoga. The discomfort from physical exertion translates into mental resilience over time. After each voluntary discomfort experience, reflect on what you learned. Ask yourself, did I endure this discomfort? What did I learn about my capabilities? How has this prepared me for future challenges? Regular practice of voluntary discomfort reshapes your relationship with stress. Challenges no longer seem insurmountable because you've proven to yourself that you can withstand hardships. You're developing a kind of mental armor that shields you when life presents unexpected difficulties. Seneca believed that by confronting discomfort directly, we strip it of its power to intimidate us. And he was correct. The more you embrace discomfort, the more unyielding you become. When overwhelmed next, remember you've previously faced and overcome discomfort. Let that knowledge empower you. Pause before reacting. Stress is most overwhelming when we react impulsively. You're familiar with the sensation. A sharp email lands in your inbox, and instantly your fingers are typing a response out of frustration. Or a thoughtless remark from someone triggers anger before you fully process their words. These rapid reactions not only escalate our stress, but also distance us from the calm, rational self we aim to embody. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength starts with a moment of pause. By taking a moment to think before reacting, we grant ourselves the opportunity to choose a response that aligns with reason and wisdom rather than fleeting emotions. Envision your mind as a glass filled with muddy water. When agitated, it's murky and chaotic, but when left to settle, the sediment sinks and the water clears. Pausing has the same effect. It allows the murkiness of stress and emotions to settle, enabling you to see the situation clearly and respond intentionally. In a society that prizes immediacy, fast replies, quick solutions, instant decisions, taking a moment to pause seems unconventional. Yet, it's among the most effective methods for reducing stress and regaining control of our emotions. You can practice this with the 3 breaths technique. When facing a stressful scenario, pause and take 3 slow, deep breaths. This simple act disrupts your fight or flight response and shifts your focus from reacting to reflecting. Breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6. Repeat this cycle 3 times. By the end, your mind will be calmer, positioning you to respond thoughtfully. Before reacting, pose questions to yourself. What outcome do I desire from this situation? Will my response be beneficial or detrimental? These questions engage your rational mind, preventing emotions from dominating. If feasible, temporarily remove yourself from the situation. Whether it's a brief walk or simply closing your eyes for a few moments, taking a short break can avert a rash reaction. The practice of pausing not only assists in the moment, but also changes how you manage stress in the long term. By creating a gap between the stimulus and response, you diminish the influence of impulsive emotions. Over time, you'll observe that stressful situations no longer exert the same control over you. Stoicism teaches that while we can't dictate the events of life, we can govern our reactions. Pausing enables you to fully embrace this principle, transforming emotional turmoil into composed serenity. Daily negative visualization. Most of our stress originates from fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. These anxieties keep us on edge, constantly bracing for the worst. But what if we could face these fears directly instead of allowing them to rule us? This is where the power of negative visualization, a key Stoic practice, comes into play, training your mind to handle challenges without crumbling. Seneca advised, "He robs present ills of their power, who has foreseen their arrival." Negative visualization isn't about focusing on negativity. It involves mentally rehearsing the worst-case scenarios to face them with bravery and clarity. Consider this. Each morning, dedicate a few quiet moments to envision potential difficulties of your day. What if your presentation falters? What if you misplace your wallet? What if your car breaks down? Rather than shunning these thoughts, embrace them and ponder your responses. This exercise accomplishes two crucial tasks. It diminishes the fear of the unknown by preparing you mentally. It fosters appreciation for what you have, recognizing that nothing is permanent. To practice, allocate 5 to 10 minutes each morning to visualize potential challenges. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen today? How would I cope? For instance, if you're anxious about a challenging conversation, envision it not going well. Imagine remaining composed, choosing your words wisely, and concluding the dialogue with dignity. After visualizing the loss of something, a job, a relationship, your health, reflect on its significance. By acknowledging its temporary nature, you'll cherish it more deeply. This combination of gratitude and preparedness shifts fear to a balanced viewpoint. When planning a project or decision, envisage its failure. Ask, what could go wrong? This allows you to anticipate obstacles and devise solutions ahead of time, reducing stress when difficulties arise. Negative visualization equips you to accept life's unpredictable nature. Instead of resisting uncertainty, you train your mind to confront it calmly. It's akin to practicing a fire drill. When an actual fire occurs, you'll know precisely how to react. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself that loss and change are constant. You could leave life right now. Let that guide your actions, words, and thoughts. Far from being a morbid outlook, this perspective frees you from fear and helps you focus on what's truly important. Once you've rehearsed the worst-case scenario, it loses its power to intimidate. You'll find yourself valuing the present more deeply, and life's challenges won't take you by surprise. They'll seem like situations you've already prepared for. Negative visualization is akin to constructing mental armor. It doesn't imply a desire for misfortune. It signifies readiness to face adversities with strength if they occur. Live in the now. Stress often pulls us from the present, plunging our thoughts into a whirlpool of what-ifs and regrets. We fret over deadlines, dwell on past embarrassments, or worry about future uncertainties. The Stoics identified this mental time travel as a prime source of human misery. Their remedy? Anchor yourself firmly in the present. Marcus Aurelius put it succinctly, confine yourself to the present. You have control over your mind, not external events. Recognize this, and you will discover strength. When you concentrate on the present, stress's hold weakens, as the present is the only moment you truly possess. You may wonder why focusing on the present eases stress. Imagine your mind as a camera lens. When engulfed in worries or regrets, the lens widens, capturing a blurred, overwhelming scene filled with potential mishaps. But when you focus on the present, the lens narrows, bringing clarity and tranquility. Living in the moment centers you, preventing your energy from scattering across past failures and future fears, enabling you to address what's immediately before you. If you're keen on incorporating living in the present into your daily routine, consider using grounding techniques. When stress drags you into a mental whirlwind, employ the simple 5-4-3-2-1 exercise. Spot 5 things you can see. Touch 4 objects around you. Listen for 3 distinct sounds. Inhale 2 scents or concentrate on your breathing if no scents are present. Taste 1 thing. This practice anchors your awareness in the physical world, diverting your focus from racing thoughts. You can also set presence alarms. Program your phone or watch to remind you daily with a message like, "Am I fully here?" When the alarm sounds, pause and assess whether you're living in the moment or lost in worry. Additionally, engage in micro-meditation. You don't need elaborate preparations to meditate. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, spend 60 seconds focusing on your breathing. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold for 4, then exhale for 6. This brief practice calms your nervous system and draws you back to the present. Try to immerse yourself fully in routine activities, whether it's washing dishes, walking, or sipping coffee. Practice doing one task at a time. Notice the textures, sounds, and sensations, keeping your mind from wandering. Being present doesn't mean neglecting the past or future. It involves choosing to fully engage with the task or moment before you. As you train yourself to live this way, you'll discover that stress diminishes because it thrives on distraction. As Marcus Aurelius advised, forget everything else. Hold on to this thought alone and remember it. Each of us lives only in this fleeting moment. Let this wisdom guide you. Let go of attachment to outcomes. One of the more subtle yet potent sources of stress is our attachment to how things should unfold. We set firm expectations, success at work, a perfect relationship, or an impeccable performance. When reality diverges from these expectations, frustration and anxiety surge. However, Stoicism offers a liberating viewpoint. Release attachment to outcomes and concentrate on your efforts instead. Epictetus instructed, "Utilize what is within your power and accept what happens." In essence, control what you can, your actions and mindset, and let go of the rest, including the outcomes. This approach isn't about indifference. It's about finding serenity in doing your best without fixating on specific results. You might wonder how detaching from outcomes alleviates stress. Consider a surfer. They can't dictate the waves, only their response to them. If they obsess over perfecting every ride, they'll likely end up frustrated. However, by focusing on their technique and adapting to conditions, they experience joy and mastery in the process. When you detach your self-worth from outcomes, stress lessens. You gain the freedom to excel without the dread of failure looming. Detaching from outcomes may be challenging, but it's achievable. Begin by setting intentions rather than rigid goals. Goals often imply specific outcomes, whereas intentions emphasize your effort and values. For instance, instead of aiming for a promotion, resolve to excel at your job and stay receptive to opportunities. Rather than insisting on a flawless conversation, aim to communicate with honesty and patience. At day's end, reflect. Did I give my best within my control? This query shifts your focus from external approval to internal contentment. You can also employ mantras to reshape your mindset. Try phrases like, "I release the need to control the outcome. My role is to attempt, not to ensure success." These reminders help you concentrate on the process over obsessing about results. Life remains unpredictable. When you embrace this reality rather than resisting it, you free yourself from the stress of trying to manipulate outcomes. Imagine preparing for a job interview. You can't control the interviewer's mood or the qualifications of other candidates. What you can influence is your preparation, demeanor, and presentation. By focusing on these factors, you not only boost your confidence, but also experience less stress, regardless of the outcome. Thank you for exploring these 7 Stoic stress relief techniques with us. We trust this journey has equipped you with practical tools and valuable insights to inject more calm, clarity, and strength into your existence. Remember, stress doesn't need to dominate you. You always have the choice of your mindset and your response. Stoic philosophy teaches that peace originates from within, not from evading challenges. By concentrating on what you can control, embracing the present, and letting go of attachment to outcomes, you make a significant stride towards mastering your inner world. Every small effort you exert brings you closer to the composed, resilient individual you aspire to be. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that empowers you to live with wisdom and purpose. Stay calm, stay strong,